Hey there, Y&R fans. Welcome back to another juicy recap of The Young and the Restless from June 3rd. So, you know what? Grab your snacks because today's episode was a roller coaster of emotion, power plays, and even surprising twist. Let me give you a few highlights and then we'll dive deep into it. First, we see Audra demands all of the Glissade from Tucker. We also see Victor worries about Adam and Ashley memories slowly return. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and hit this drama in Genoa City and in Paris for June 3rd. Well, we kick things off over at Society where we got Sally and Nick having a conversation. And Sally, yeah, she got some news. She got some good news and some bad news. And of course, Nick is looking like, will you just spit it out already? So she did break the good news that she actually have a new job at his daughter's company, Marchetti, as a creative director covering for Chelsea. And of course, Nick knows that Chelsea and Adam are over in Maryland trying to deal with the situation of their son. So what's the bad news? And yeah, his investment, you know, the money that you gave her last year, yeah, it's gone. Poof, like smoke in the air. But he said, look, this is what businesses do. Sometimes you have a good investment. Sometimes you have a bad one. She actually said, let me pay you back, Sally. This is an interim position. How much money are you going to be able to pay him back on a weekly or monthly basis in order to get him to be paid in full? No matter. Nick said no. Don't worry about it. We're good. And so, yeah, it looked like despite her efforts, yep, the company is dead. And he's like, it is what it is. And congratulations on your new job. We want to go over to a quick trip to Paris. Come go with me as we enter the city of love. And yeah, we got Tucker and Audra having a little bit of a melee. So, Tucker, according to Audra, is up to no good, instructing all of the appointments that she made with all of the CEOs from the subsidiaries of Glissade. Yeah, cancel them. And he was like, game on, Audra. And, you know, he had this old sinister grin plotting to have her completely removed. And that includes removing her from the board as well. However, he did have a flashback thinking about that guy he ran into in the park. Now, he thought it was Alan, but Alan, or who he thought was Alan, did not even recognize him. And of course, Tucker is a little bit confused by that. He even made a phone call too. Now, back in Audra's suite, she is so confused on why all of the meetings are getting canceled left and right. And she said, you know what? You can't underestimate me, Tucker McCall. She started making calls trying to fight back, even throwing him under the bus with that whole messy drama with the underage girls. And yeah, Audra, oh yeah, she's ready to try to fight to the end. But I mean, honestly, Audra, I don't know if you can win this one, especially with him owning everything. And Sally makes a long distance call from Genoa City to Paris, interrupting her frenzy with some good news that she's the new interim creative director of Marchetti. Now, Audra needs some good news right now, and she is absolutely thrilled for her friend, but is resolute not to let Tucker erase her from the company. We're back in Genoa City again over at Society where Sally bumped into Cuckoo Chloe. Now, things tend to be a little bit tense right now in this moment, but Sally quickly explains her new role and expresses her need for Chloe to be by her side. Now, they share some regrets about the failed business, but they reaffirm their friendship with a little bit of a heartfelt hug. Sally believes that she can actually bring Chloe back into the fold, much to Chloe's cautious optimism, and she has the right to be skeptical because this is an interim position. She's just filling in. I mean, why would you get her into a position that you don't even know is permanent for you yourself? Now, she said, you know what? I'm going to talk to Summer. She sent a text message being very hopeful, and she's waiting for a response. Back in Paris again, but this time we land in an elevator with Tucker and Audra, and it is so intense. It's thick. You can cut it with a knife. She's accusing him of keeping tabs on her and pushing her out. Now, Tucker offers to buy her out, but Audra, yes, she's not having it. She wants to win all of it, and more importantly, she wants all of Glissade. Tucker then turns around and confesses his love. And, they talking about all the ulterior motives involving Ashley, but Audra remains stubborn and steadfast. She storms off, determined to outmaneuver him. And yes, she want to claim victorious in this one. Now, we're still in Paris, but now we're at Ashley's place where she, Alan, and Tracy is trying to put the puzzle pieces together and unravel the mystery of the missing night. Now, Ashley at this point is frustrated because they keep asking her the same questions over and over again, and she's like, you were there. Why are you asking me this? And of course, Alan is like, no, I wasn't there. I was in Florence. But she is feeling like she's being gaslit, and Ashley is determined to figure this thing out. So she calms down and decides to revisit the bar where she thought she met Alan at. Now, she's convinced that unlocking these memories is going to be the keys to her truth. Now, after a whole bar hopping spree, they finally find the right place. Ashley then flashes back to a wine-soaked conversation with Alan, but then nothing. Now, Alan admits, I'm sorry, I have even stepped foot in this bar before. And of course, that deepens the mystery even further, leaving all of them on edge. And the thing is, the look on his face, he knows something up, and Tracy definitely called him on it. And then, like I said a little while ago earlier in this video, even Tucker is confused why the guy that looks like Alan bumped into him and didn't even recognize him or even acknowledge him. So he did make a call over to Ashley, letting her know what happened in the park. And finally, we land back in Genoa City over at the Newman ranch where we got Nick checking in on Victor. Now, they have a whole conversation and discuss Jordan's future. And they also talk about what's going on between Adam and Connor. Now, Victor is worried that Adam might relapse back into his dark space. But Nick actually sees a silver lining because he's been, doing so well. And he also believes Sally's influence has given Adam a new perspective as well. Now, Victor, of course, he's not a fan of Sally, and he's very grudgingly finds solace in that whole revelation. However, he is happy about the fact that Nick and Adam having a growing bond with each other as brothers. So, yeah, it looked like they both, at the end of this conversation, reaffirmed their belief in the situation with Adam. So we'll see how that all works out. But yeah, Victor, he's on a rampage this week. Okay, my soapies, there you have it. It's a wrap for today's episode. We had everything from business drama and heartfelt hugs to high-stake confrontations and mysterious memories. Today had it all. So, we got to stick around for more twists and turns on The Young and the Restless. Also, make sure you stick around for The Bold and the Beautiful as well. It's going to be a crazy week, especially with this paternity business between Bill and Luna. And then still this whole war declared by Hope between her and Steffi. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you're notified every time a video is posted. Till the next one, we'll see you guys soon. Have a good one, soapies.